Greetings, Whovians, and welcome to another bit of Big Finish news, which it's not really breaking because it broke yesterday. Yeah, I'm a bit late to the party. My excuse is I've not been very well in the last couple of days. The reason for that is I have had the vaccination, the COVID vaccination, and I've been a little bit under the weather. So I've not really had the energy to do some videos which I may have wanted to do in the last couple of days. Hence why I'm about a day late with this news. But the exciting thing about this announcement is we're learning more about the upcoming Ninth Doctor adventures starring Christopher Eccleston, because obviously I'm already hyped, if you didn't know already, because the new trailer came out. If you've not seen my reaction to that, then check that out, because it was quite emotional. I've got to admit, I've watched that trailer so many times. It's probably my most watched trailer ever that Big Finish have ever done. I think it's absolutely amazing, like the visuals and everything like that, and it's just so amazing just to see Christopher Eccleston as the Ninth Doctor again. It's just unbelievable. So this news, it's relating to the other volumes of Ninth Doctor Adventures, because we're getting Volume 1 in May, and then we're getting Volume 2 and Volume 3 later this year. So 3 whole volumes in 1 year. That's just madness in itself right there, isn't it? And it's been announced that the last episode of Volume 3 will feature none other than the Cybermen. Now, I don't know if it's going to be Cybermen or a Cyberman. It's been mentioned in the news article by Big Finish themselves that it's a Mondasian Cyberman. So, I guess we'll just have to wait and see how that all develops nearer to the time when we get more details about that 3rd volume of Ninth Doctor Adventures. That's really huge news, because the Ninth Doctor is one of the few Doctors who've never actually faced the Cybermen on TV, so that will fill in a gap. We've also learnt that all of these adventures that are taking place on audio, they're all set before Rose. And to be honest, that sort of makes sense. I can't see any other gaps that they could have filled in if it was just the Ninth Doctor on his own. Of course, whether Eccleston decides to do more volumes beyond the 4th volume is up for debate at the minute. I would love if he continued beyond a 4th volume, and possibly we could see him alongside the likes of Billy Piper as Rose Tyler, and maybe John Barrowman as Captain Jack Harkness. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Following the exclusive premiere of the first trailer of the series, Big Finish said, "Today we can reveal," or yesterday, that the Ninth Doctor will soon face off against one of his greatest enemies, the terrifying Cybermen, as voiced by Nicholas Briggs. What I really love about the vague details we've got about this story is it says that Volume 3, which is due for release in November 2021, features one of the menacing Mondasian monsters on the set of Fritz Lang's celebrated 1927 motion picture Metropolis. That just sounds so amazing, and I didn't know I wanted that. And now that Big Finish have just given those little details about that story that comes out at the end of Volume 3, that is, it's very exciting, because I wasn't, it wasn't like I wasn't excited already about the Ninth Doctor coming back, but this is just something else. This is just, it's even more exciting news, because it's a Mondasian Cyberman. Don't know what type it's going to be, whether it's going to be the original designs, whether it be a design from the Invasion or maybe Revenge of the Cybermen, because he does spot that one head in the Van Staten Museum in Dalek, so who knows. But I'm guessing it might be a classic design, or who knows, maybe it could be a brand new type of Mondazdian Cyberman. It could be something in between the classic and new series. A sort of what if we had Cybermen appear during the late 90s or the early noughties, who knows. More interesting news, apart from this, is that in Volume 4, which is due for release in just under a year's time, in February 2022, the Doctor will be reunited with Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart, played by John Culshaw. Now, I have mixed emotions about recasting these legacy characters. Of course, Nicholas Courtney is no longer with us, so he could never have played the role. But from what I've heard from trailers and whatnot, I've not actually listened to said adventures with John Culshaw voicing the Brigadier. He sounds amazing. So this I'm actually quite intrigued about, because this will be the first ever time that we've had the Brigadier interact with one of the new series Doctors. I'm surprised that he's not done it with David Tennant's Doctor so far, unless they already have, but they've not announced it yet. They wanted to announce this first. This is really big, because I just imagining the Ninth Doctor and the Brigadier in the same room together, it's just mind-blowing. It's something I never thought would happen, but it's really exciting. I've got to admit, really, really exciting. Writer Roy Gill added that the Brigadier is an iconic character from the classic series, whereas the Ninth Doctor arrives at the very forefront of the new series. So what we have essentially is a clash between the classic series and the new series, and we didn't really get that much of it during Eccleston's TV run. We got little hints of it, but we didn't get it like in your face like we did in later eras, like in the Moffat era or in the Chibnall era. So this will be very interesting, and I'm very much looking forward to listening to that. By the way, all 4 volumes I've got on pre-order. I decided to order all of them in a bundle together from the Big Finish website. I highly recommend you do that. It's the CD bundle I got because, if you know me, I like my physical media. I like collecting the CDs. I want to have all of this greatness on my shelf. And then we'll just get a few more words from David Richardson, saying it's been so enjoyable creating a whole new era for the Ninth Doctor, and I think the scripts really succeed in defining that bold new start. We are taking the Ninth Doctor pre-Rose. These are the adventures sometime after his regeneration, travelling alone, starting to discover himself after all that time being the War Doctor. Now this is going to be really interesting, because we might see sides to the Ninth Doctor we might not have seen potentially during his time in the TV series. He might not be as warming to his companions in this as he was to Rose Tyler. We'll have to see. But this is really good, guys. I can't tell you how excited I am. Well, I can tell you how excited I am. I'm really, really excited. This is probably the most excited I've ever been for any Big Finish releases, like, ever. It just keeps getting better and better, and I really, really can't wait to see what Big Finish have got up the sleeves, because I'm pretty certain that they've got something else in the works that they've not announced, and I'm really eager to see what it is. So, I'm really excited. The Ninth Doctor versus the Cybermen, bring it on. The Ninth Doctor is going to be meeting the Brigadier, voiced by John Culshaw, a really good impersonator of many different people across many eras, including the legendary Tom Baker and John Pertwee. So, yeah, that is quite a lot to take in. Again, apologies for the late video. I would have done this yesterday after it was announced, but I wasn't really well enough to do it. I didn't really have the energy because of side effects from the vaccine. But I'm getting there now. I'm just a little bit achy. So there we have it. Thank you very much, as always, guys. If you haven't already, check out my brand new Twitter. The link for that is in the description. I would really love it if you give me a follow on there, as I plan to do a lot more tweets on there and connect a lot more with all of my followers on there. I don't have that many followers at the moment, but it's a brand new thing, so that's fine, but hopefully we'll get there very soon. And if you're very new to the channel, then please, it would really mean an awful lot if you subscribe, like the video, comment below, tell us your thoughts on this, and share the video, as I would really appreciate that as well. Share it amongst all of the Whovian community. As always, guys, take care, stay safe, and I shall catch you for more Doctor Who videos.